Hello, Computer Studies 10. We're going to be taking a look at color and how we can choose a variety of colors. What are the options available to us? And also, what are some resources for finding nice colors that work well together? So first off, we've been working on, things like blue and white, but what are all the names of the colors? For example, hey, Alice Blue is a name of a color. It looks pretty dope, actually. I like it a lot better than the yellow I had over here. It's like this kind of faded blue. Where am I finding all these names? Well, there's all sorts of websites that will show you this information. And I'll be sure to link these websites in the YouTube video description, as well as on Teams as well. So let's go take a look. Here's a great example. This is a list of color names that are supported by all browsers. There's actually even more colors. Here's 140 of them. And you can just use the names. You can kind of look through and see what you think looks good. And if you're wondering, hey, what kind of color is just green? Like this is what it would look like if you typed in green. Hey, but green yellow would give you this kind of brighter color. And lawn green is quite green. Here's a light green and lime green, and wow, there's a lot of various colors you can choose from. There's 140 of them, so that's quite a lot of choices. And again, you can just type in any of these names. Like, if I chose background color for my H1 to be lawn green, well, look, it even predicts them as they come up. That's pretty nice. I can get that showing up. All these color names work. Oh, I don't know how much I like that, but it's a choice. So that's a great resource if you just want to use sort of some words to describe your colors. But eventually, at some point, you might be trying to find a color that's not quite right. Like none of these ones quite fit what you want. So there are color pickers that you can use to sort of get a more custom color. Because there's 140, and you would think that's a lot of colors, but actually there's millions of possible colors that you can create with a code if you put it in. The code looks like this. Here's an antique white, for example. That's what color it looks like. That's the name you would use. But look at this thing with the hashtag FAEBD7. That is the code for this color. And you can get all sorts of codes that go beyond all these named colors as well. I'll show you if we go to the color picker. Here we are. Here you can see that you can click on different colors to get sort of their hex code values. But you can also use this color picker. And if you wanted a particular shade, you can kind of explore and see, and maybe this is the color you wanted here. So you can go over and see, oh, here's its hex. Here's its hex code right here. So if instead you want to use that because there's no name for this exact color, you can take that code. I'm just going to copy and paste it over into my HTML, and I'm going to make my background color that color. So just, oops, I screwed up. I copied instead of pasted. I'll try again. Copy, paste. Okay, so let's say hashtag and then your code, and then let's see if it changes. And yeah, sure enough, I did get that change to happen. And you can pick very specific colors this way. You might still be stuck though, because you might be like, oh, okay, well now I can choose many different colors, but what are some nice colors? What goes together? So whenever you're kind of struggling for this, there's websites out there that'll help you. Here's one of them. It's called coolors.co. I'll just zoom into that address there. Coolors.co. Not too sure how to pronounce that. And it's a great place to come for color palettes. You can go and take a look at trending palettes, and you can also generate palettes. I like this one here. You can just take a look at some colors that go nicely together. Ooh, pardon me. Ooh, it's late at night, so I'm getting a little tired. Look at these colors. I could just see these colors going nicely together. Let's say we grab this one. You can just click on the color. Maybe that could be my background color for my body. I'll paste that in. Oh, yeah. And it didn't bring the hashtag along, so I'll put in the hashtag. And then maybe I want to get that red color for my text, my H1. So I'm going to replace, this part here. I'll put in hashtag and then whatever that code was. And maybe this will be my background, for my H1. So I'll paste that in here. So you can, just explore palettes and see what looks good, and probably looks better, at least what I can pick. I don't know about you, but I would find that easier. Refresh, and hey, those colors like go pretty nicely together. I wonder what would happen if I switched it up. So like maybe this blue color was my background and this light color was inside of my H1. You can kind of try out different combinations of things, but you can kind of see at a glance like what color schemes look nice. There's another website as well. It's called colorlovers.com, I believe. Let's go find it. Color lovers. Oh, it's with a U. .com. Okay, here we go. So this website, you can search for things, and it's actually kind of nice. Oh, apparently we searched sad in Mario World before, but you can just search kind of words, and you will find people have generated color palettes for them. For example, you can search like sports teams, like Vancouver Canucks, and it will come up with like, hey, these are like, the colors of the Vancouver Canucks jerseys, right? So that's nice. You can search sports teams. You can search all sorts of things. You can search Pokemon. I could search up Gengar. I'll search up Charizard. That one's guaranteed here, but you'd be surprised. These are like, hey, these kind of look like the colors that are in Charizard, so that's good. You can search up all sorts of kind of things. You can even just search up random things like emotions, like emo, or something, and like those aren't what I think of as emo. Cheer up, emo kid. Okay, so they're kind of counter emo. Oh, this one's nice and emo-y, right? Or you can search up, Visco or something and get some color schemes that are, along interesting lines. What about, I don't know, you can just keep searching. I'll let you search. And then, I'll throw one in, Chicago Bulls or something and just see, oh yeah, here's some colors. So when you find a color scheme that you like, you can just click on that and you can see what the different colors are. That's just like zooms in, I guess. And you can kind of scroll down and get the individual colors. And look at that, they have the hex code right there for you to grab. You just got to stick your hashtag on the end of it. So, you can get some pretty interesting colors here. Ooh, just all zeros black. Let's just throw this in. See what this looks like. All zeros black will be my background. I don't know. Sure, I'll do that. And here's my all F white. Oh my gosh. I'll stick that in my background for my header. And then I will, last but not least, stick infrared as my red color. And I'll make that my H1. So paste that in. All right, let's see what that looks like. And you'll be surprised. Watch what happens. Oh no, our text went away. It didn't actually go away. It's there. It's just the text is also black and my background is black. So, oops, that didn't work out so well, did it? But that's okay. That's the kind of thing that you're going to be figuring out as you explore colors and color palettes. So you're welcome to expand your knowledge on what sort of words mean different colors. Check out websites like coolors.co and colorlovers.com to help you explore palettes that work nicely together. Find things that, take a risk on some interesting color palettes and see what you can find. Okay? Good luck, everybody.